Are you guys? Give it some time. I am Shantae with Completely Crafty by Shantae. I want to welcome you to my live. I normally go live on Wednesdays at 7 p.m., but I decided I did every Friday in July. I did Christmas in July, so I thought in August I would maybe do a couple impromptu lives as well. And so I decided I would make this. I made this cornucopia, over the weekend. And I thought I would make another one on my live tonight. So let me just see if I can find myself. There I am. All right. All right. Sometimes there's a delay, so thanks for hanging in there. So let me move this out of the way. Looks like I'm frozen though. Oh, nope. It's just a slow motion. Okay. I think we're good. All right. So this is the cornucopia. So what I did was I used, I must have put it away. I used this block of foam, and what I did is I just glued the ends, and then I wrapped this floral tape around it just so when I combined my wire, it wouldn't cut into it too much, just for some added security. And on the bottom, luckily it's the same color, so you really can't see it, but this is just added reinforcement so that once I put in all the florals, it doesn't topple over. So, hey Michelle, how are you? All right, so let's see if I change the angle, if you'll be able to see. So let's see. We'll see what happens. All right, so let me show you the florals that I'm using tonight. I was going for, in this one, I did like this deep, like purple or burgundy. But I thought for this one, I would do more of yellows and oranges. So this is technically a summer, spring flower, but I thought I'm going to put it in there anyway. Then I'm going to add these orange sunflowers and then these little pom-poms. And I have a couple of pumpkins, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, because again, you know how I feel about me using glue on a live. And normally with a centerpiece, it takes me a little bit longer because I'm trying to decide what I want to do, where I want to position it. But I'm amongst friends. Hi, Donna from New Jersey. Welcome. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start with my larger flower. These lilies. I'm going to see where I want to put it. So I'm going to cut off a little bit more because I don't want it to be high. Because it's a wide floral. Okay. All right. On my other one, I had to pre-poke the hole because the stem was too thick. So I will do that again, just so it's easier for me to. And I'm going to use my glue stick today instead of my glue pot. Let's see if that is short enough. Yep, that's good, because then I will fill that in. I'm going to make this one just a little bit shorter. So I'm going to put this one on the bottom. So how is everyone this evening? right, so here we have our two larger ones. And then I'm going to fill in with my faves, some sunflowers. Let's see if I can find a longer one so it sticks up a little bit. Hey Susie, how are you? Yeah, I'll put this one here. Yes, Donna, I'm so thankful that it got cooler too. The other day, it was 100. I was like, oh no. I wasn't built for it. All right. I know that there's, you know, a design, you know, pattern, but I more so, I eyeball it, see what I like, and I go from there. One day I would love to take a floral class and really learn how to do things proportionately. Although Julie Simonko, she does a really good job. Her florals. She did a centerpiece last night, was beautiful. She's really good too. All right. So here's what we have so far. Oops. That's a better vantage point. And I will fill in those spaces because I have all kinds of goodies. I have these little ones here. I'm going to do a couple of these mums. They're technically yellow, but they have like hints of the orange on the tip. So I'm going to add a couple and see. Maybe I'll add that last. I don't know if I like that. Stick with my orange for now. Thank you so much, Donna. Hey, Lillian. Thanks, Susan. Susie, it's a mess right now. I normally clean up on a Sunday, so I've been busy. I have a show coming up in October, and it's a 12 by 12 space. And last year when I did it, I only had a 10 by 10, and it just didn't, it worked, but I would like for it to work a little bit better. So I was trying to get, hey Rachel, thank you. I was trying to get a 12 by 12 so that it fits exactly in the space, and I don't have to worry about, you know, I like to have like a flat wall as opposed to my customers impeding on my neighbor's space. But I told myself I wasn't going to buy anything until I started selling. And, you know, I have two 10 by 10 canopies, and I thought, well, I'm not going to buy anything until I start selling some of these wreaths. So I was, you know, praying. Lord, I was like, I just need 4 sales this week. I just need 4 sales so that I can buy this canopy. Hey, Sylvia from Minnesota. Yes, yes, it is starting to pick up. I was praying. I was like, Lord, please, please, let me get some sales so that I can buy this canopy. But if not, you know, I will make do with what I have. Tuesday, Tuesday or Wednesday, I got a sale. I'm like, thank you, Lord. Okay. Today, I get an email from someone on Etsy. They liked my fall football wreath, and she says, I have double doors. Can you make two? And I was like, well, let me see if I have supplies for that. And then not 15 minutes later, another sale comes through. I'm thinking, that never happens to me. I was so overwhelmed. I'm crying. I'm calling my husband. I'm like, I can't. I'm like, I was like, my heart is so full. I'm thinking, thank you, Lord. I'm thinking, I know he answers prayers, but I was not expecting it. So I'm like, okay, now I can do what I need to do. I'm going to add this little pumpkin. I was so floored. So floored. Even thinking about it now, my head hurts. My head hurts, you know. My husband was like, why are you yelling? I said, I have to tell it to somebody. I'm so excited. And I was like, there's no way that I'm not going to give my praise report. I'm so grateful. See if this guy will fit. All right. Just making him a little bit more flexible so he's peeping through. All right, so now I'm going to start just adding, oh, let me show you. Just adding some greenery. And then I will add some more filler. Rachel, I almost sent you a message too. I told my cousin, I said, my eyes hurt from holding back the tears. I was so happy. All right, so let's see what I'm going to use. Use some of this. Thank you. I usually only ever make centerpieces for myself. I don't normally make them to sell because I don't have anything to ship, boxes to ship. So I will do a couple for craft shows. And I have 3 shows in November, back-to-back weekends. And I thought, well, I'm going to take some of these centerpieces and see how well they do. So, I didn't eat my Wheaties today, guys. This stem is a little... Hold on. Oh, I know you would have. All right, so I'm going to add this. Susie, if you're still on, did you see I have my my gift station over here? I love it. I want to paint it, but I'm afraid I don't want to mess up the mechanics of it. But I love it. I saved up for that. It was one of my first major purchases. All right, so now we're just adding in some greenery to break up all of that orange. And these are so cute. They slide up, so that gives me some more stem. Uh-oh. I have to put a hole in. Put some more glue. There we go. These are just, you know, pushing these up. Give me a little bit more room to add my stem inside. I'm gonna put this up front. I'm trying not to get the glue on my other florals. Okay. All right, so here we have that. My goal here is you guys probably can't see it, but like I can see the green foam. So my thing is trying to get some coverage so that you don't see that. So what I'm going to do is use okay, and I'm not good with names of florals, so but this is a little bushy. So I'm going to use some of this to cover the base. Thanks so much for sprinkling. Just pushing this up a little bit. And spread it out a little bit. Try to give it as much coverage as I can. Here's another, something else. I'll cut this a little bit lower so that I can get that inside there. The weather is finally cooled off enough. Hopefully tomorrow after my husband comes from his basketball with the boys, we can finish the deck. We're having people over, and we need to get finish the other half of the deck. It's just been so hot. If it wasn't hot, it was raining, and so we couldn't. I did part of it. All right, starting to fill in nicely. All right, so here I have this Lazy Susie, but I keep forgetting. All right, so here we have that. What do you guys think so far? All right, so now I'm going to do, because I can still see. what these are either. I picked them up, but I thought, okay, that's a good color. I can use that. Try not to get it on the leaf. And it came in this solid, oops, string, this solid orange, but then this one was like orange and yellow. I thought that was pretty neat. Thank you, Donna. I feel so much under pressure because normally, again, when I'm doing a centerpiece, I'm taking my time trying to, you know, see if it looks okay. But I don't want to. I need to make sure I'm finished because Rachel comes on after me at 8 o'clock. So I want to make sure I have time so I can go watch her. All right, so I'm going to put one on this side too. Do any of you have Apple TV? It came with as a subscription for me when I bought my Mac computer, and so I think I had it for like a year free, and I never watched it. And then all of a sudden, I guess my year was up, and I started getting discharged. And I was like, well, let me see what this is all about. And so I was telling my son that I had it, and he's like, well, you should watch the Ted Lasso show. And I had never heard of it. OMG. It was 2 seasons, and I binge watched it in like 2 days. It was so good. It's about a coach. He was a football coach in America, and he goes to London and coach at different soccer, but football to them. And he's very positive, very upbeat, very good storyline. I'm thinking, I love it. And so now I'm hooked. I can't wait for season 3, which should be coming out soon. And then I find out that they're only doing 3 seasons. I'm thinking, oh no, I don't like that. It's so far what I've seen. Well, I've seen it all too. So I'm just putting some more floral tape on it because the one that's on here is a little raggedy. And so I don't want that to be seen. Or if it is seen, it doesn't look bad. So I'm just adding some floral tape. So if you happen to have Apple TV, I definitely have a recommendation. Ted Lasso is a very good show. They do have some bad words. The Brits, you know, they use the same word, but I mean, so if you can get beyond that, it's a good show. Okay, I am loving. It has some height. All right. I keep turning it. Sorry, guys. Instead of turning the, all right. So I feel like I need to still add some more greenery. I have these ferns. Let me see. I can use a couple pieces of this. Thank you, Sylvia. fern, the stem is short. I'm going to need to cut off some of the actual pieces of the fern, just so I have some stem to actually put in. All right, let's see what we can do with this. See if that might be too far out. I think it might be. So I'm going to pull this one back out because I think it's too far, too long. So let me cut some of this off. Thank you, Rachel. Yeah, that's better. Let me get the edge so that it doesn't have difficulties getting to the phone. Okay. Very good. Okay. Much better. Much better. Just have it peeping out just a little bit. All right, so we have it on one side. I'm going to put it on the other. It does a different color green. I'm just going to lift it up from the bottom to see what, yep, I can see green, so we will take care of that. Although it's going to be on a centerpiece, and, you know, if they're looking down, they're not going to see it. But I see it. I know that it's there, and so, no. So again, I'm just taking off the extra. I probably will come on again, and then not this Friday coming, the next Friday probably. I have this pumpkin that I want to see if I can make, and I'll probably just be adding, because it's just like it's like a grapevine, but it's in the shape of a pumpkin, and so you can't really put much to it. So I'll probably just put some stems and a pick and a bow, but I want to see if I can do that. So I'll probably do that on a Friday. All right. All right, I'm gonna get some more filler greenery. Turn that around while I cut, so you can get a if I get a chance, Donna, I will run. It's in my it's on the other side of my table. I can show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to do a firm inside. I'm trying to step outside my comfort zone and do things that I normally wouldn't do. So that's one of them. Doing this, I've had this cornucopia probably for 2 years. But I was afraid. But I thought, you know what? Just got to do it. So. And on the first one, my husband was like, oh, I'll buy that one. I was like, no, I'll just make you one. All right, so I'll put this one in the center here. Just a little bit more filler. Sorry, I can't see what I'm doing. All right, and then I was thinking about adding some of this, I think it's called cattail. But again, don't get me lying. Just to break up that color a little bit. Have it peeping through. Yep, I can do that. My mom's is getting smothered by this pumpkin. I don't want that. Thank you, Rachel. All right, one last filler piece. And then I think I'm gonna add this price tag off. Again, try not to get any glue on the other florals. All right. Move some of my sorry. I see glue strings, just trying to get that off. All right, so I think I'm gonna add a couple of these, and then I think I might be done. Just looking to see if I see any holes, and technically I don't. I'll add this one over here. I didn't add any leaves to this one, but I don't think I need it. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just looking to see if I should add anything. I don't think so. I think I'm done. What do you think? Has a little whimsy with these little curly cues here. And I think I covered all of my green spots. I don't think, all right, Donna, hold on just a second. I'm going to go get that. This is what I was talking about. It's a, it's just a pumpkin like base. And I'm thinking just maybe adding some florals and ribbon. So we'll see. Thanks, Donna. All right, so I'm going to see if I can figure out how to get my stems inside this joker. And I'll probably do this on a Friday live. So thanks so much for hanging out with me. I so appreciate it. So this is the one I made over the weekend, last weekend. And then this is the one we made tonight. So a little different. And then I have a smaller cornucopia that's it's tan color. Like these are like, it's black and brown, but I have a smaller one. So I'm thinking that I'll do one more probably on Sunday, and then I'll have all 3 cornucopias done, and then I'll move on to the next project. I'll switch cameras so that I'm not having to look up at the camera. So hope you enjoyed hanging out with me as much as I enjoyed having you guys here. It's so much better not talking to myself. I love the interaction. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. You know, I can't say it enough. I'm so grateful for my blessings. So, and I knew I wasn't going to not be able to share it. So I appreciate you, you guys listening, and I appreciate anyone, if you lost us at a different date and you're a customer, I appreciate you. All of us small business owners appreciate all the support you guys give us. So until next time, again, I'm normally here on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today is a bonus. So if you can join me, see you next week at 7 o'clock. Thank you and God bless.